Hey everybody, welcome to the MindMesh podcast. My name's Chayton. What the fuck?
What are you
I'm
doing?
late. Sorry, I'm Fish.
Okay, I fucking hate you.
I'm Kenny.
That's our guest. That's Kenny. Sorry, Kenny.
Yeah,
Dude,
no.
it's all good.
No,
I can
actually,
see that
Fisher.
my time isn't valued.
Fisher, since you decided to come in, barge in, this was supposed to be a solo podcast with Kenny. Please explain what the MindMesh podcast is all about.
It's a podcast about, those crazy shower thoughts that you have.
No, it's not.
Or those crazy internet rabbit holes that you go down.
Have you guys ever looked at a person and thought, man, that person is so goddamn stupid? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing looking at you right now.
I'm going to scream at you right now.
I'm telling you. Look,
Yeah, you're gonna scream? Yeah, scream, do it. Oh my god.
Shit.
I'm gonna remove that.
yeah,
No one will ever hear that.
No one's ever gonna hear that scream.
Yeah, no, I will edit it out. It'll just be dead silent. All we'll hear is me and Kenny's reactions. That's it.
Good.
So
I want them to wonder what it'll actually sound
I
like.
think, fellas,
No one will know what your scream is. I'll put in a child scream. I'll edit it in.
I think I have found
What's up?
the perfect rabbit hole.
No.
for y'all.
You think the guest goes first in this
No,
podcast?
I didn't think I was going
No,
first.
we're not
I just wanted to
gentlemen.
segue
No.
into
This is
the
not
actual podcast.
This is not a gentleman's podcast. The hosts go first. The fucking the little meat goes at the end. That's how.
I figured.
You're terrible, man.
What do you mean I'm terrible? I just know that we have one of our good buddies, Kenneth, on
That's
the
me.
line.
I think you're a communist.
No,
What is
that's
wrong
me.
with you?
That's
Oh,
me.
that's literally
yeah,
you.
It's literally
Okay.
Yeah,
me.
tell us about yourself, Kenny.
Yeah, tell us
Good
a little
segue.
bit. No, whoa. You remember how we talked about this? We're gonna do a new segment
Oh,
called "Who Is." Okay. Now, what it's gonna be is a little improv bit between me and Fish. We're gonna describe you to a T, and you can't say nothing. If we're
I can't
wrong,
say
you
nothing.
can't say nothing. If we're right, you can't say nothing. Okay?
Oh,
Is that
man.
okay with you?
that sounds fucking amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Fish,
yeah.
who is Kenny?
Kenny
Uh-huh.
is a Texan.
He's a Texan. Are you for like one of those stupid Texans? Like one of those big froyo Texans? One of those Texans that say they're Southern but aren't Southern? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he's one of them wannabe cowboy Texans.
He's one of them wannabe cowboy Texans. He comes in wearing them knee-high cowboy boots, wearing that cowboy hat to hide his fro.
I think he actually got
What's up?
I think he got endorsed by Arby's because all he wears is like a 10-gallon hat.
Yeah, I know. Okay, here's my question. Why would a man who only has 9 toes wear cowboy boots? He obviously
Because he has to stay balanced somehow.
Well, that's
Dude
very
always
true.
wobbles around.
Yeah, okay. No, I completely understand. I understand completely. So, welcome everyone.
Oh my
Our studio
God.
audience, please clap for Kenny. Oh, fantastic. Thank you everyone for welcoming Kenny to the podcast. Kenny, how accurate were we?
That was a great
On a
bit.
scale of 1 to 100, how accurate were we?
I think around a solid 82.
A solid 82. That's it. Damn.
Yeah.
I thought we.
Well, I
I'll
think
tell
that's pretty
you what.
close.
The one thing is, I actually don't. I haven't secured my Arby's endorsement yet.
You
That's
just
the
wear
thing.
you just wear the
Yeah,
10-gallon
no,
hat.
I'm working on it.
Do
I've
you
gotten-
keep things in there? That's a lot of room. 10 gallons.
No,
is a lot of
it's like a
room.
magician's hat. I've heard
Right,
it's like a
yeah,
magician's
yeah,
hat.
yeah.
You turn it over like a woman's purse. You like open it, you turn it over, and then you pull out like
It's like the
It's
magic
very-
satchel.
It's very
Yeah.
accustomed to Mary Poppins' bag.
yeah.
yeah.
Let's say I'm on set. Let's say I'm working and I take off the hat and I reach in. I'm trying to find whatever I need. And
Just pull
suddenly
out-
It's
whatever
there.
I need,
Here's the gaff
it's there. Yeah, I need
It's the gaff
boom.
tape,
Got it.
stick of gum, because if we're talking about Kenny, we got to talk about the stinky ass breath. Let's talk.
Oh Lord.
No, that's a different guest we have to bring on down the line. But anyways, actually getting onto the topics of tonight, me and Fish are gonna go first, and then of course we have good old Kenny here coming in
Yeah.
with something special. I say special with quotation marks. It's not as special as he hopes it would be, but I mean it's okay. We can still discuss
It's
it.
special to somebody out there.
No, it's special to Kenny and
I think
Kenny
it's
only.
special to me.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's
That's
special
the
to
thing.
Kenny.
This
Okay.
is such a strange fucking story. I can't wait to tell it.
Anyways, so of course we're about midway through October, and I would. What are you doing over there? I can hear it. It's like you're eating Ritz crackers. You're crunching. Oh, that's nice. No one's gonna be able to hear that.
Hear that
because after the literally after the audio processing, no one's gonna be able to actually hear that.
Oh wow.
But anyways,
he was beating off.
Yeah, no. Whoa,
That's
dude,
totally
this is a PG-13 podcast.
Is that not PG-13?
Who knows?
You know actually, what? I don't know the rules of the audio world, so maybe it is.
If you really just want to bleep me right there, you can.
You don't. You know what?
I already had to bleep him when he screams, so I don't want to put any more work into this.
Okay,
that's not true. I put a lot of work into these. But anyways, what are you saying?
Nothing.
I'd just like to say that you don't see me in here for like 30 to 45 minutes after we record, tweaking everything because you decided you want to whisper. What's up?
Who's going first?
I'm going first.
I'm going first.
I'm Dirty Dan.
No, I'm Dirty Dan.
But anyways, so which one do you believe in Bigfoot?
I think Bigfoot's a possibility.
Only a possibility?
I think Bigfoot could have been.
Could have been?
Could have been. I don't think Bigfoot's real.
You guys are not believing in the Discovery Network shows that I watched as a child.
Look.
What?
Finding Bigfoot is one of the best pieces of media to ever exist.
That Discovery ever made?
Period.
Yeah. No, I concur.
Whether or not Bigfoot exists.
You want to know my favorite?
That is the shit.
You want to know my favorite shows to watch as a kid?
Like Discovery shows?
Yeah, they came on the Travel Channel, Discovery, and Animal Planet.
I'm right there with you. I loved watching Dual Survival as a kid.
Okay, yeah, no. So my big three were the one that had that, I forget his fucking name, but it was the guy that went on like, it was like Expedition Unknown. Maybe that was the name.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so like he went out and tried to find these mythical creatures from like the mythology of whatever country or whatever rural city that he was in. And like his whole team would come in and they would do like.
I remember this show.
It was a solid show.
Yeah, no, it was a really solid show. And he would come in and basically him and his team would do their thing and try to find whatever mythological creature that it was. And that was one of my favorite shows to watch as a kid. Like even after like I would watch it on YouTube bootleg. Like I would marathon that constantly.
Oh my God.
My second favorite was on Animal Planet. And it was like unknown tapes or lost tapes.
Yeah.
You remember that? Where every single episode they would take a cryptid or like an unknown beast or whatever, and they would make a found footage paranormal activity-esque episode where they would do like security cameras or home video. And in the end, it would just turn into this horror episode. I remember when specifically it was vampires.
Oh, dude, they did Mothman.
I know.
I have like vivid memories of laying in my grandmother's trailer and watching lost tapes. She had like some shitty foam. Oh my God, like this incredibly vivid memory of watching lost tapes.
Yeah, no, I had one specifically of the vampire episode because in the vampire episode, it's this family that have just moved into this home and it's a husband, wife, and a little girl. And at night, the little girl like has a teddy bear in her closet or whatever, and she starts noticing that it moves during the night. And then after a few days of living there, the little girl goes into her closet and she finds this little cutout in the wall, and she she opens it and it's just a tunnel that goes deep, so deep that you don't even see the bottom of it. And she like looks down it, and I just remember like seeing like eyes just glow in the darkness like bat eyes in a cave, and then it just all the vampires start coming up out, and that's their entryway into the above ground from their cave system is this second story of this house in between the walls, and they just crawl out and they just like hundreds and hundreds of vampires just take over this home, and they lock themselves in the basement with like tables as shields and stuff like that. And that's like a super vivid memory of lost tapes. I remember little bits and aspects of like previous episodes, but that one stands out like all over the place for me because I remember it so vividly, like the ending of the episode. But it's raised a question to me, like watching lost tapes as a kid. Of course, I knew it wasn't real, but it always raised a question in my mind of could it be a possibility? Like
I certainly think
like the
so.
Jersey Devil and the Mothman, and they're of course like skinwalkers with Native American culture and stuff like that. Cryptids have always interested me, and I think that goes back into my love of like monster movies and werewolves and vampires and stuff like that.
Did you guys ever watch the channel Discovery Kids?
Yes.
Did you watch a show called Truth or Scare?
I did not. I'd never watched that
No,
channel.
I don't think so.
It was basically like a show that
I watched more Kenny the Shark.
I do remember Kenny the Shark.
Actually, I
Yeah.
remember that too, but I never watched Discovery
Do you-
Kids, so I don't know why I
do you remember that mummy show? That
Yes.
I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember the name either. but
Either
Maybe
way.
it
like a little
existed.
kid mummy.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I remember this channel, even though I don't remember watching this channel.
Okay, you guys might remember this show if I describe it.
Okay.
Truth or Scare was this show where this woman, she like dressed like a witch and was in this castle and would always like talk about like different cryptid stuff like vampires or the Loch Ness monster, shit like that.
Yeah.
And it would just be a 30-minute episode of that for each episode, and I just remember watching that as a kid.
I don't remember watching that as a kid. But what I would say, that sounds kind of similar in a sense of what Lost Tapes was,
Mm-hmm.
because it would start out almost as a documentary about what the creature was, and then it would jump into the Lost Tape footage.
And weirdly,
Yeah.
So, like-
I mean, the Lost Tape footage was so badly faked. It's not even.
Oh,
funny.
yeah,
That's
no,
how
but-
Truth or Scare was. It was just like
Yeah.
bad dramatizations
There
of
was
like
also-
what
what was
they
the
were
other one?
But I
narrating.
agree, dude. Cryptids have always weirded me out.
There was
I
another,
always,
yeah.
there was
you know.
another Lost Tape episode that happened
was that?
within a hospital that I remember vividly, but I don't remember the creature they were describing.
What was that Cartoon Network show?
Oh
That
no!
revolved
Yeah,
around
yeah, yeah,
cryptids.
yeah. No, I remember
Oh, what
exactly
was
what you're
that?
talking about. I do not remember it, but it was like
That kid had that
yeah,
white that white stripe down
that
his face.
white streak, and he was able
Oh
to
my
talk to
God.
the cryptids.
Yeah, that
let me
that was
see
a
here.
crazy show. I also remember watching that as a kid. I don't remember the name.
I'm
If I
looking it
remember
up
correctly,
currently.
it wasn't that good.
Well, dude, I loved it. It was the Secret Saturdays. The Secret
Oh my
Saturdays.
fucking god! Yeah.
No, but like
Absolutely.
cryptids have always like interested me as a kid, just for the sole fact that I've always been interested in the mythical
Yes.
in that sense. Like I'm not
Me
into
too,
like
man.
I'm not like too into like fairies and dragons and stuff like that,
Uh-huh.
but it's the unknown that's always intrigued me.
Oh,
Yeah.
for
Like-
sure.
Like
For sure.
the Loch Ness monster or the Kraken or anything like that. Like those kind of things that could be real and are on the verge of being real have always interested me. But that's just like my so I kind of just want to know your guys' viewpoint. Are there any cryptids in the sense of like Bigfoot, the Loch Ness monster, the
Oh, dude,
Jersey Devil?
I'll tell
the
you one that
Mothman?
exists right now.
Oh, tell me one that is the El Chupacabra.
I was literally about to say.
Were you?
Yeah.
Wavelength.
Yeah, I was about to say El Chupacabra.
Well, like I remember the Scooby Doo movie about El Chupacabra. that was like literally just a big purple Bigfoot, but literally the El Chupacabra is just like a mangy dog in mythology.
There's also, dude, there's a few like local legends in San Antonio about like there's this ghost in
I think every town kind of has that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure, but the
Yeah.
specific one is
What?
these kids got hit on the train track
Yeah.
and they were in a school bus. And so now if you go onto the train track and you put baby powder on the back of your car will inch forward and you look at the baby powder and it looks like fingerprints have been on the back of your car. And that's because those kids are trying to save you from the train that killed them years ago.
Actually, there's a story like that in my hometown. That's
What?
Eerily similar. Like to a
To a T?
T.
Huh.
Like I don't.
What about you, Fisher? You
Because
ever
like
heard that before?
my whole
I've heard a story similar to that, but I can't remember if it was a local story or not.
yeah no because my whole town's like literally if you run down the main road, there's a railroad track right beside the main road,
Mhm.
and I've heard stories like that before.
There's
No,
also the San Antonio donkey lady.
okay.
Yeah, it's this,
I can't say that we have a donkey lady in my
it's
hometown.
this specific bridge, and if you, I forget the bridge, but she apparently lives under the bridge. And if you park
Yeah.
there at night and you park there for a good long time, she'll come out and she'll bang on your car and you'll have to
Well, okay.
go.
I'll say this. I'm really
Get out of there
glad
before
you're
she
you're
kills
getting
you.
out these like spooky stories because hint next episode of the podcast, me and Fish might be going into our scariest stories that we've ever witnessed as children, adults, whatever.
Oh, that'll
When
be a good one.
When it comes to the supernatural
good
and the
one.
unexplained.
I can't wait to hear that
but-
one.
But okay, go ahead. What's up?
I wanted to ask you guys something, and it might be a quick tangent. It might
Yeah.
go on,
Go.
Yeah.
but
Sure, dude.
the modern day
Yeah.
cryptids.
Mhm.
Did you guys ever get into creepypasta as a kid?
Yeah.
I-
Oh my god.
I got big.
I got really into creepypasta.
Okay, the only
you know what I got really big into? SCP.
Okay, no, I was about to say that the only creepypasta that I ever truly got into, I would say, would be SCP.
SCP's the shit. And I still really fuck with SCP.
Yeah, no,
to
I
this
still
day.
like every so often when I'm like looking up ideas for like creatures for the stories I tell, or
Yeah.
like or anything when it comes to like the weird mythos when it comes to that aspect of creatures, SCP's really interesting me because it's like it's one of those things where like it could be like SCP 1857 and it's just a toaster, but when you toast bread too long, it emits radiation and kills you slowly. Like,
yeah.
like it's that sort of like stupid stuff. But like it's always intrigued me because there's some of them that are so in detail and so in like encapsulated that it feels like, wow, someone spent like weeks and months like putting this creature together.
Yeah.
What
So
were,
that's the only creepypasta that I ever really got into.
Kenny, what were some of the other big ones that you were into?
Slender Man.
Were you big into
Weirdly.
like the Marble Hornet stuff? Were you
Yeah.
following that?
Yeah.
Oh, what was
I was
actually
big into Slender Man. I was big into
Jeff the Killer? Were you big
no,
into that?
actually, I wasn't
I
big into
was-
Jeff the Killer.
I was big into-
Smile Dog was weird for me.
Smile Dog was also weird. Any of those like weird chain letter-esque
Yeah.
creepypastas kind of got to me, or like
Yeah.
hacked versions of games for some
Dude,
reason.
I remember I was so fucking
Oh,
scared of Slender Man. I
Ben
remember it
Drowned?
scared me.
Do you
I,
remember Ben Drowned?
Oh my fucking dude. With Ben Drowned, dude, any fucking creepypasta that talks about a haunted video game cartridge is quite honestly the greatest thing in the world. It's such a weird trope, but it's a trope that exists enough to like laugh at within internet culture.
I was into it at first as a kid, but I laugh at it now, but it's kind of like a campy thing now.
I'm gonna
dude,
I'm
it's
gonna
super
mark this
campy.
down because this reminded me of a ghost type story that I loved following as a kid, even though it freaked me out. I'm gonna mark that down for next episode. But Fisher, we're talking about the unknown right now, and currently what we've been describing has been things that are on the ground. But I would like to discuss what you would like to discuss about, and that is
Okay, so
yeah.
we're about a month out from the said Area 51 raid,
Mm-hmm.
or a month after.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, month
not a-
out.
not
No,
a month out.
that's been long past.
So, and that didn't amount to much.
Yeah, no, it was just a
But-
bunch of literally the news stories that I remember watching for it were basically like, we knew all these people were just going to come out and chill at Area 51. Why would you
Right,
want to
yeah.
miss this? It's just like a little party.
Well, dude, the guy who started it ended up eventually getting sponsored by Bud Light.
Yeah, no, they made it into like a music
music
fest.
festival.
Yeah, they made it into
What
a
the fuck?
festival. I
I
don't
mean-
I wish I could explain
to be
it.
fair,
I mean,
the dude
chase
that
the
made
bag,
it,
sure.
the dude who made it though, was like, I did this as a joke. I wasn't serious.
Oh, dude.
And
There
then
was
exploded.
never any
no
serious
one
part
who
of
makes
it.
a
I don't
meme
think
expects it to be a
anyone-
joke.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think anyone was expecting this to be like a serious thing, and if you were, you kind of got baited hard by someone that wasn't even trying to bait you. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know how that happens, where you get baited.
I was so sure that
But you-
one
it's not even
dumbass
bait.
would like end up getting shot trying to
Me
run in.
too.
But no, I'm glad that no one did.
That's good. I know
but-
they apparently increased security, like
Yeah, no, they
Every
actually
day.
had guards out by the fences, and typically they don't.
they just have people watching.
Yeah, they just have people watching from cameras.
Yeah.
But no, it was like no, they actually brought out security guards for once at Area 51 because they were
that was
actually
probably
worried.
smart. I imagine if there were no security guards, people probably would have gone in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. For
there's
sure.
They
One guy-
would have
think about it, dog,
they
think
would have
about it.
gone probably maybe 50 feet before like
Turning around.
or before like
Some
10
shit,
cars
yeah.
pulling up on them.
Yeah, no. You know, for sure.
Surrounding them in a circle of dust.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they grab one, throw them in the car,
Okay,
drive
so,
off.
so we're getting a bit off tangent, or we're going on a bit of a tangent, but
Little
what's your
bit.
question about aliens?
Well, I kind of want to know what your guys' opinions are. I'll give you mine
Yeah,
to begin with.
I got a pretty strong opinion on this one.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
the
I
universe.
have a very short opinion on this one.
I think mine's pretty short too.
Yeah, okay.
But
yeah.
the universe is very large
Yeah.
and very, very, very large. And I feel like there's no possible way that life can exist or
Just here.
just here.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
absolutely.
Sorry, I'm mixing up my words. Thank you for being my translator, Chayden.
Yeah, I speak Fisherese real well.
No, for sure. I mean, the universe itself is literally always expanding.
I don't know how
So-
much that I believe that there's another
Intelligent life.
I might believe that, but it is so advanced that they could travel to us.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I definitely believe in aliens, but I'm not sure of a few things. One, I'm not sure how advanced they would be to travel to us. And two, I'm not convinced that the ones that we'll eventually find are not just going to be bacteria.
Yeah, that's
You
true
know,
too.
because
Well,
that's-
was it? It was the day before the alien or the Area 51 raid where the government actually acknowledged that like some footage from like 2002 where these Air Force pilots recorded this like weird tic tac pill like thing on their
What the
radar
fuck?
and their like video stuff from their jets. They recorded this like heat meter and they
Uh-huh.
watched it fly around like super fast and like crazy. Like the trajectory of it, like it literally flew up and then to the side in such a fast manner that matched none of our technology. And the government
What?
officially announced that they were like, yeah, those.
I'm gonna
Those are-
need to see a source on this one.
We'll watch it afterwards. We'll
For
watch it
sure.
afterwards.
For sure.
I mean, I hate to be the guy to bring it up, but I'm sure you guys have heard of like Bob Lazar.
I have not.
No, I
that's
haven't.
a
I actually
no go
haven't.
on
Let
me.
hear- let
You
me hear
haven't
it.
you
No,
haven't
yeah.
heard of Bob Lazar?
This is what this podcast is all about, Fisher.
Yeah,
Cool.
dude.
Bob Lazar is this dude that worked in Area 51 and
Uh-huh.
then has been trying to tell people what has happened, and then the government's been trying, quote unquote, the government's been trying to shut him down and
Uh-huh.
not let him tell
Yeah,
his story.
okay.
What's the evidence behind the government trying
Yeah.
to
I want
suppress him?
to hear the truth. I want to hear the facts. Okay, just by the way,
I won't be able to give you those right
is it,
here.
is it like David Icke type shit?
I don't know that.
David
Wow,
Icke.
no one knows. And okay, we can't go off on all these separate
No,
tangents.
let me-
Can
let
I
me
give
talk
my
about-
view on aliens real quick?
Sure, but let me talk about David Icke for like real quick.
Okay, here's my statement
David
on
Icke-
aliens.
Let me do David
Here's
Icke.
my statement on aliens.
All right, motherfucker. Go ahead.
But Bob Lazar, guys.
Okay, here's my statement on
David-
aliens. Here's my
David Icke.
whoa. Here's my statement on aliens.
Bob Lazar.
Yes. Okay, you can continue.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to say. You fuckers decided to jump on in and make it into a bit. No, I just literally want to say yes.
David.
That's all I
Icke
wanted.
David Icke is a British author who is most famous for popularizing the conspiracy theory that all the world's leaders are reptilian.
Oh, he's the guy.
The lizard
He's the
guy?
guy. He's the lizard guy.
the lizard boy.
He's the lizard boy. You might remember him from the Pink Guy song, Flex Like David Icke.
Oh my god, it all comes full fucking circle.
Yeah, David Icke knows the truth.
David Icke knows the truth.
But Bob Lazar talked about like technologies that they worked on.
Oh, I'm
and-
sure. Yeah.
Well,
like a
interesting-
conspiracy theory type, you know?
well, interesting things that have come out though. He talked about, I think during the 80s, like hand scanners, that would take X-rays of your
Mhm.
hands and measure your bone length, and that it would be, like hand scanners that would let you go through doors. and I can't remember when they declassified it, but they eventually declassified it and said, yeah, that was actually going on.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shit that the U.S. government has declassified that's like, especially in the 80s, that's like really fucked up. MK Ultra for one. We're going off on a bit of a fucking tangent talking about MK Ultra.
Guys, we need to reel it all in. I understand.
Yeah, what is your opinion on aliens?
No, whoa.
I told you my opinion on aliens.
I understand.
Okay.
There's no way they don't fucking exist. Period.
Like, we can talk about aliens, we can talk about cryptids all fucking day, but you know what time it's for?
What time is it for?
It's time for an ad read.
Time for an ad read. Oh my God.
Look, Fish, I need to know something. I need to know. Have you heard?
Yeah.
You have?
Are
you sure?
Possibly. You can tell me though.
Have you heard of Anchor?
Like the thing that's on like boats?
No. Anchor. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. I'll let you explain. You said you knew about it.
Oh yeah. I remember now.
Okay.
It's free.
It's free?
Yeah, there's
like absolutely free, no charge.
No charge.
Uh-huh.
There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer.
Wait, phone? You can just pull out your phone
and edit your podcast right from it. And
that's wild. That's absolutely wild. What else does it do?
Well, you can distribute your podcast, or Anchor will distribute your podcast for you.
Where?
So it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else. Many more.
Wait, so like Google Podcasts and all of those, you can hear it using Anchor? Oh my, really? What else do they do?
You can make money from your own podcast with no minimum listenership.
No minimum listenership? Are you kidding me?
Man.
You can just make money from making a podcast?
Yeah,
I didn't know you could do that.
It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place.
Wait, so you're telling me that if our listeners want to make a podcast, all they have to do is download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and get started and make their own podcast?
Yes, that's all they have to do is download
all they have to do?
The free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
That's absolutely wild. What a great steal.
What a great steal.
And welcome back to MindMesh, everybody. Kenny has no
That was such a good ad read, right?
Kenny has no clue what's going on right now.
That was a great ad read.
It's fucking perfect. And that's all you need to know. But anyways, so
I wasn't expecting that. I was actually, quite honestly, I was expecting an ad read.
You were actually expecting an ad read?
I was.
Well, there was one.
Yeah, we gave you an ad read.
I know. I took off my headphones for 15 seconds.
Yeah, no, it's actually working on a supersonic level that you can't understand.
Okay, I'll accept that.
And
we put it at frequency only our subscribers can listen to.
Yeah, no,
makes sense. I haven't subscribed to y'all yet.
Whoa. Anyways, so Kenny.
Yes.
Tell us about your topic of the day, because
Okay.
I would absolutely love to hear it.
And there's no real way to transition into it.
From what we were talking about, we're.
I was under the impression the show was a lot darker, I guess.
Hey, I mean,
we've gone into some pretty dark topics. I will say that.
We just didn't have we just weren't in the same ballpark of topics tonight.
We didn't like go into like. Okay, so here's our explanation for that. Whenever we have guests, me and Fisher decide we're going to do some more lackluster topics, because when we explain the podcast like parameters to our guests before they come in, we always expect them to come in with some crazy, terrible, insane ideologies when it comes when it comes to videos they find online, shower thoughts or anything like that. So me and Fisher try to keep it a little bit tame.
Yeah, mine is weirdly it's in a way wholesome. It's kind of strange. So the former YouTube channel, it's really upsetting. I really wanted y'all to be able to view the videos, but this channel has now been removed by Google for violating the terms of service.
That, look,
I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, no, that's YouTube's been on some crazy nonsense for the past month.
I mean, for sure.
Before you go into this, I'd like to ask you, do you think that was this popular enough to get archived anywhere to be re-uploaded? Or do you
We
think
actually-
this was so niche
me and
that
him
you
took,
think
like,
that-
me and-
we took
like
a
5
minute
minutes to try and find it.
find some
Okay.
videos.
But it was so quick.
So quick, man. Anyway, so the former YouTube channel of Cohen Zabiskie.
Yeah, it's kind of like Jack Black's Jablinski games.
I mean, sure, these are the vlogs of a seemingly young kid.
Yeah.
And a good portion of these vlogs actually go over the.
Yeah,
This is
no,
kinda crazy.
laugh, because I know
yeah.
exactly where you're about to go with this nonsense.
The alleged adulting, the cheating of his stepdad cheating on his mom. This kid is incredibly young. And it's so bizarre. It's so hard for me to even articulate this to you without showing you the videos because he's like vlogging on his iPhone. And his mom is seemingly aware of all of this and is even interacting with him like while he's
like being
vlogging.
a part of the video.
Yeah.
Well, no,
So,
okay.
like-
So,
so, like,
here's where my
Are they having arguments and he's filming them?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they're
she's
having-
still being a part
they're
of the
having
video?
Full on arguments. There was this one point where she looks at the camera and she goes, you tell them, referring to them being the audience.
Yeah.
You tell them that he's pathetic.
Okay, so
You tell him that
here's
he's
where my
pathetic.
mind
Jesus
instantly
Christ.
goes when you're talking about this.
Mhm.
For me, my mind instantly goes into the Psycho series on YouTube, and I know neither of you follow this,
No.
but it was like a 5 to 7 year long series where this like 20-year-old, 21-year-old guy had convinced the internet that his family was insane. Like you might have
know what?
heard,
I think I've
you
heard
might
of
have
this.
heard of the series of Psycho Dad mows over video games or something.
Oh,
along those lines.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
No,
now. Yeah,
that was a 7-year long series where this guy had convinced like a lot of
remember
his
that.
my psycho brother.
Yeah.
He did the World of Warcraft thing,
Yeah,
right?
no,
Where his brother, his mom canceled his World of Warcraft subscription.
No, is this the guy that stuck a remote up his butt?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Then
think
never
so.
mind. I don't remember that video, but basically over the course of 7 years, this guy had literally wrote this story, like depicting his family as just insane, like maddened people that just destroy everything.
Was
that
this
never.
the dude that like? I hate to cut you off, but
Yeah.
his children he would just like smash.
No,
out.
that's Daddy of 5.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
not
that's
who I'm.
Daddy of 5.
That's not who I'm
That shit
talking about
was
in the least bit. But no, this
Okay.
guy had over the course of 7 years had started this whole viral video series of where his dad just got mad at him, destroyed whatever he was playing on, be it his Xbox, be it his computer. Like they would just destroy stuff, and it got so popular that he transitioned it into being a series where he wrote scripts and like Psycho Dad crashed my car, like stuff. It got to
Yeah.
that sort of extreme.
There was also like my psycho brother. He bought like the wrong car for his birthday. And he threw a
I
fit.
don't think we're talking about the same person.
I guess not.
no, because I don't remember because most of his
But
stuff
it's the
was
same. It's the same thing because this guy
Yeah,
was
no.
also faking.
yeah,
it.
no, but it was like very grounded in the sense that like half of his audience believed it. Up until the very end where he like revealed
It
that,
was
like-
all like a.
yeah, it was
scripted
all
thing.
Yeah, it was all-
scripted.
it was
It
all
was like a
big.
reality show, and like he revealed that like his dad almost lost his job because people were like calling into his work
Damn.
and stuff like that. And he like revealed all this like 5-year process that his
Right.
family went through turmoil for this,
Oh
just
my
because
God.
it was like it was viral, it was making money, and this was the story that they wanted to be told, or the son wanted to be told. But this kind of reminds me of that situation, and it makes me wonder if like this kid who's going through this whole divorce process is if he's like egging it on, or like his family knows about it and he's trying to like copycat these
I sure hope
familiar
not.
viral
I think-
trends.
I sure
think
hope
it's
not.
more of its
He-
own way to like try and cope with the situation.
I think so. There's the way. See, I said this story was weirdly wholesome.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because the comment section of this channel is one of the nicest I have ever seen.
Really.
I mean, people are so supportive of this kid. They really are like, hey man, if you ever need anything, like let us know. Like we will help
That
you.
is very strange to find on YouTube.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean they're
or just to the internet in general.
Yeah, no,
Right.
yeah, that's very true.
It seems that people have taken a liking to this kid. I don't quite know why. I mean, he's a likable enough kid, and his situation sucks ass. Like clearly, it just sucks. He's watching his mom and stepdad fight daily. He made us a video where he talks about them explicitly being separated because people kept asking him like, "Oh, what happened?" Yeah, the big video. The rabbit hole per se is 4 videos that are 15 minutes long each, and it's of like the big fight.
Yeah,
like the fight that basically led to divorce taking place. Mm-hmm. And throughout the whole thing, it's so weird. There isn't really a conclusion to it, and so everyone was asking what happened, and he made a separate video on here's what happened. They are separated, and the comments for that video are just.
Wait, so he recorded this before they were separated and then released it after they were separated?
No, he recorded the video, uploaded them. People asked what had happened.
They record like
and he said, "Yeah, they're not."
Okay.
He made a response
I understand everything now. Well, that kind of goes into. I mean, as Fisher was saying, if it is real,
I think it is.
It goes into the.
I would complete if it. How many subscribers does this dude have?
Before the big boom, he seemed to have like 15 subscribers.
Well, no, that's what I think. I think it actually might be real enough.
No, I think it's real, dude. I've seen all the videos. I'm so fucking. You would both agree with me that it's real. Like that's the thing. It's not like
it sucks that like
because the way that this kid holds the camera and the way that he interacts with the audience, it can't be fake. It cannot be fake. It's so strange. It's so surreal.
Okay.
And you can't see it anymore.
Because that's my big thing when it comes to like internet content and stuff like that, especially with the whole, like, I guess I could say his name. It was McJuggernuggets.
Yeah, I remember McJuggernuggets.
I remember that name.
Yeah, no, so like with his whole content stuff like that, ever since then, of course, because like very early on, I was like, this is very staged. This is very scripted. Mm-hmm. I could tell from a very like early step in that whole series. That's where it was at. What do you mean?
What was his content? I remember that name. I can't remember.
Well, I mean, we discussed it before. I mean, it was very viral. Like something he would do would anger his father, and then his father would destroy his stuff.
Oh, that's the name of the guy you're talking.
Yeah, no, that was his channel name. But like, ever since then, like very early on, like it always has been apparent to me that even though this seems real, there's always an inkling in the back of my mind of this could be potentially fake.
Yeah,
and so it's always very peculiar to me, like especially watching like real life content on YouTube, be it vlogs or anything like that. It really makes me question like how much of this is real or how much of this is egged up and over exaggerated and hyperbolic.
I don't think that's the thing, dude. It's not like hyperbolic.
Well, maybe that's the skeptic in me.
Sure, I mean,
it's hard to see too. It's hard to get judgment too when you haven't seen the thing.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks because y'all.
Yeah, Kenny comes in here. He's like, he tells us a week ago, guys, I have the greatest rabbit hole.
It was Saturday. I said I have my rabbit hole.
Look, dude, I'm trying to hyperbole it. I'm trying to exaggerate so the story's a little bit better. Kenny comes in here a week ago and he says, guys, I have the best literal rabbit hole you guys have ever heard.
Yeah, I definitely said that. Definitely said that.
I have the text to prove it.
I didn't say I have the best rabbit hole.
He says he had a great one. Great, best. It's almost second to none. The last time we had a guest, he said he had a pretty good one. You came in, you said, nah, I'm taking first place and I'm running with it.
Is this a good rabbit hole? I feel like it is.
Honestly, compared to our last guest, yeah, I'll shit talk him because I know him. Yeah. He's going to take all the rights for the music back. Never
again will we be able to use that intro music I like.
Yeah, no, this is going to be the last episode of the intro music before he comes back and he takes he's like, nah, I'm removing your license. You can't use this anymore.
That sucks.
It's okay. Man, the joke was worth it, wasn't it?
Yeah, the joke was worth it. The joke was absolutely worth it. I don't care what anyone says. I
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no. But
You know, I tried my best. I specifically went on to deep into YouTube on Reddit, and I searched by new, and I literally just kept on scrolling. I scrolled for about 30 minutes.
well, I mean, we were talking
I
about this on
found
the
one.
podcast earlier. It's like, especially with the topic that, like, we have a very vague topic sense when it comes to what we record.
Yeah,
So
so
it's
I
like-
didn't necessarily get that. I thought it was going to be pretty specific.
Well, yeah, no. So, like, when we describe this to
It
guests,
can be.
yeah, it can be very specific if you want it to be.
Like our first episode. Like
Like
we
our, yeah,
talked
no,
about
our first
specific
episode, we
videos.
talked about specific YouTube videos that we had found, or specific documentaries, or specific like YouTube playlists we had found.
Yeah.
And like, so recently, I would say like we've taken that whole YouTube thing and we've kind of moved away from it in this like, because we've wanted to add those
Another
more
level to it.
yeah, no, those were existential
hear
thoughts,
you.
because
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
it was one of those things where like with our audience, we wanted to take them on more of an incremental ride. So we wanted to start them out easy with the raw meat diet and gorilla fighting.
That's
and,
easy.
yeah, no.
That's
and now
easy.
we're talking about cryptids and
damn.
aliens and children dealing with divorce.
Children documenting their divorce.
Yeah, so
Their
now
parents'
we're in this we're in this weird existential stage where we don't quite know where we're going with this.
I think it's crazy to note that like this is what kids are doing now.
Oh yeah,
That, like,
no.
Yeah.
Like I
Because
said
of-
earlier,
because of
like,
the whole,
this
like,
is, this is
online-
like a coping
Strange.
mechanism.
It's
Yeah,
so
with the whole
strange.
social media, like online video culture, like this is how kids deal with stuff now.
Dude, kids are always online.
yeah, no.
Always.
I just got
Always.
done being a camp counselor. I cannot tell you how many of these kids, every single one of them, they've all played video games. They all watch YouTube. They all watch YouTube.
Well, I mean,
How many of them did you know made YouTube videos?
I don't know if any of them made YouTube videos specifically. I know every single boy in my group loved Fortnite. Every
Well,
single, and,
okay.
not just Fortnite, dude.
But like Ninja and that whole
Like
community.
Ninja, they spent time on Ninja Stream. They talked about Ninja Stream. Like they talk about, bro, did you see that kill Ninja got the other day? Dead ass. Dead ass.
no, okay. So like, I feel like because I do spend a lot of time online.
I do too. I feel like we all do.
We're kind of.
I spent a large amount of my time online.
I feel like that's like a kind of a big thing, especially with I think it was our generation back when talking about
Yeah.
like
yeah.
us to the newer generation.
Yeah.
I feel like we're
the
kind of the
Zoomers.
generation. Yeah, I
We're
feel.
the Zoomers as
Are
well.
we the Zoomers?
We're technically Zoomers.
Okay.
Are we? Are we?
Yes, we're technically Zoomers.
I've never heard the term Zoomer, so I don't know what that entails, but I'm gonna take it as we're fast.
It basically is the
Is it-
term Zoomer applies to the fact that technology is expanding at such a rapid rate during our lifeline.
I
Okay,
see what
yeah.
you mean.
I could see that. No, but I think our generation and like newer, a very like taken akin to technology in the sense of like that's our major form of entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I think in years to come, like several, not even soon, like years down the line, the generations that come after us are not going to go to the movies anymore. They're not going to go out for entertainment because they
No.
have all the entertainment they need by buying like those 65-inch televisions, by having a good old streaming service. Like they're not going to have anything that's like they're not going to need to go out anymore for entertainment.
Well, which streaming service though? That's the thing.
Well, no,
there's
that's
about 12 of them now.
Yeah, no, that's a general topic now that we've talked about before. It's like every channel on TV is trying to make their own streaming service now.
Oh my god, dude! It. Congrats, we've invented cable.
Yeah, no,
invented
we've
cable.
invented cable for
on
like
the
the
internet.
third.
But
Yeah,
now,
no,
but
for the
now
third time.
instead of buying, this is what sucks, right? Instead of buying packages, now each
You have to buy
individual
channels.
cost $10 a month.
So yeah, but I mean, in a way, it's kind of nice because you pick the channels you want to watch.
I mean, sure,
Well,
man.
it's also
but
one of
you-
those things
you
where you
use
don't-
the chance.
you
So like,
don't
I'll
have
tell
to-
you- I'll tell you what, actual TV, direct TV now, this isn't a shill for DirecTV, but like to give it.
Oh no, that's what my family has.
That's what I have too. It's like $25-$30 a month for literal live cable TV.
Yeah, no.
Right. So now let's say I'm already paying like $10 a month for Hulu, paying $10 a month for Netflix. So let's say now I decide to get Disney Plus because all my favorite Disney movies.
Well,
are
Disney Plus is
Netflix.
only $4.99
Oh, okay.
or $5.99. I don't know. It's really cheap compared to everyone
Wait,
else.
did it drop down?
Or maybe it's $7.99 or $8.99 for 4K, but like their base thing is like $5.99 or some nonsense like that. So it's like half the price of every other streaming platform for whatever
regardless,
reason.
I'm not just getting like Disney Plus at that point.
Yeah, no.
I might get like ESPN Plus.
No, that's the thing. Is that all these streaming services are like
WWE Network.
You're not just buying a single channel when you get these streaming services. You're getting all these other channels that have like partnered. So with Disney Plus, it's like ESPN, Discovery, not Discovery, National Geographic, and stuff like this. So it's like you're not just buying these subscription services anymore. You're buying packages similar to cable, but it's only specifically the channels that you're interested in.
We've gone and reinvented cable.
Yeah, no.
I mean, we've made it more expensive.
Well, no, okay, we've done that many times in the past. I will say that this is like the fourth iteration of like, oh, we've made cable, especially when like satellite technology came out.
Yeah,
it's like we've reinvented cable so many fucking times that it does not matter anymore. It does not matter anymore.
Well, I just don't get it because cable was always one of those things that was complained about as being one of the most expensive things that you would buy
no, I understand.
Ever.
I mean, I think compared to
traditional cable is as cheap as it's ever been.
I mean, you guys are talking about DirecTV now where you can stream all those.
Yeah.
But still having like a satellite package, like my family still has that. We have Direct.
Like
that's still a couple $100 a month.
Oh no. And what Kenny was talking about with the whole $30 for his streaming plan? No, I'm on the same plan, but because I got grandfathered in when it was like super in beta, I'm paying $100, 120 because I'm getting like 200 channels that they don't even offer anymore. Because of all the streaming plans and all the fallouts they've had with contracts.
Yeah.
But you want to know what else is crazy?
What?
This is the end of the podcast. Look, we had to meet a quota. We had to end it. Jesus Christ! Why did you do that?
I'm really upset.
You're upset, so you decided to cough and like blind not blind.
To spike the audio.
Yeah, he decided to spike the audio. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to cut so much out.
It's okay.
I don't even
You don't
care.
have to do that.
Yes, I do.
I was just upset.
I don't care. Dude, this is MindMesh. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Chayton.
And I'm Fish.
I'm Kenny.
And join us back next week, Monday at 5 p.m. if you're listening through Spotify or whatever other podcast source. If you're listening to the YouTube, welcome on Wednesdays. We upload on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Tune in Movie Talks at 5 p.m. on Friday if you're listening to Spotify or Anchor, our lovely sponsor for the episode, or on Sunday on YouTube because, dual uploads, video, it's whatever. It's a whole marketing thing. I don't care. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.